This is Cape Coral Talk Radio. And now, broadcasting live from Hooked Island Grill in the heart of downtown Cape Coral, here are the hosts of Cape Coral Talk Radio, Kim and Ed Ryan.
Yay! Thank you, guys. Thank you. You have no idea what's going on. Are you guys from Cape Coral? Awesome. You can follow us on Facebook. We have all the news about Cape Coral here. We're on Facebook and YouTube mostly. We're too old for Instagram or TikTok or anything like that. That's for the kids. So if you can follow us on Facebook, that would be great. We do interviews here every Friday night. By the way, Daniel right here and his lovely wife, they're the owners of Hooked Island Grill. If you'd like to come up and step on his toes or anything like that, or talk to him about this lovely place here. We appreciate those fine folks having us over. And speaking of an employee of Hooked Island Grill, this is Cheyenne. She is the manager of Hooked Island Grill, and she's here to tell us a little bit about what's going on. I know Easter is sold out, so what do you have on your mind?
Yeah, we're very excited to announce that Easter Brunch Buffet is sold out, but Easter is not closed off for us. We definitely are still open at night. We're doing dinner reservations from 5 to 9, and from 5 to 8 on Easter Sunday dinner, we have Larry Lay, the classical pianist, still carrying over his
Oh, I
performance.
love Larry Lay. Yes,
So-
I have all of his
Larry at
albums.
all.
I have all of his cassettes. Yes.
Yeah, but we're so grateful for the community for booking out our event and choosing to spend that holiday with us, and we're eager to host that Easter Sunday for everybody for sure.
So all three seatings
All three seatings.
for the whole restaurant.
I
Boy,
do
you
have
guys
the
hit
bar
it out of the park.
open.
Very nice.
Oh, okay. So
Open
people,
seating the day of. If you want to walk in, if we're not fully booked, I have my bar stools open, but all my tables are reserved.
What time will you start cooking on Easter Sunday?
We're all clocking in at 5 a.m. that day.
Oh, wow.
It's the best way. It really is. 5
Yeah.
to 6 a.m. is my kitchen staggering in.
Yes.
that's about what time I'll be starting to
Right?
stagger and up and start cooking.
That's the time I'll be heading to the beach for Annie's sunrise service.
yeah, there's
on
a
Fort Myers
sunrise.
Beach.
Yep.
A lot of services going on Sunday. And but what will you be doing later in the day? Do you have plans?
She's gonna be sleeping.
No, I'll be here that whole day.
The whole day. Wow.
I'll be there all Sunday.
Excellent.
I'm here in every day that ends with Y.
Yes. Now, what else is going on that you want to share? Anything other?
Yeah,
I mean,
we
Easter will come to an end after Sunday.
Yeah, but we still have a lot of events this
Brilliant.
April. So I do know that April 11th is our quarter auction queen event. So we do have an outside vendor that comes in, and they do just these like little, you can auction different stuff, and all the money goes to a charity event. So that's fun. And then April 15th, we have Chasing Denver.
Oh,
we,
yes,
we
we
love when
love-
they come.
yep.
This place will be full, so you'll
It
have
will
to
be
make that
packed.
reservation right
Yep.
away.
Yep.
And then at the end of the month, we have a new event called Sip and Shop. So we have 6 local vendors within the town that'll come and set up in our private room from 5 to 8, which is a Wednesday, April 29th. And whatever you buy, based on how much you spend, you'll also get benefits at our restaurant. Maybe
Wow.
a gift card, maybe a glass of wine, maybe $5 off your meal. It depends on how much you spend in the room. So
Awesome.
another announcement is kids do eat free every Tuesday under 12.
Oh,
Wow.
nice.
Very nice.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So-
is that new?
That is new. That starts this Tuesday. Kids eat free
Knowing
under
Nice.
12.
knowing Daniel, there'll be a lot of new stuff. Like I saw him swinging on a swing on Facebook, which
Yeah.
I thought was unusual. But you turned the back bench. The kids love it. The kids are back there
Yeah,
swinging on it.
we want
So-
our customers to truly get hooked.
Oh yeah. Oh, very nice. Good one.
I love the whole.
You know what?
thing.
I'm just noticing what it is. It's a hook chair.
Wow.
It's a hook.
Yeah, it's the gab.
He's
It's,
a little slow.
it's the gabapentin. It's all
We
kicking
actually
in at
have
the
a
same time.
kid swinging on it right now, so it's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, and so I would like you to practice this and break out of your shell so you're a little more smooth. But holy moly, right out of the gate, she's good. She's good. All right. Well, thank you very much,
Thank you
Cheyenne.
for
we'll
your
let
for
you
time.
go
everything.
so you can start cooking
Yes.
for
Yeah.
Easter.
I
We're-
probably will start tonight.
All right, and we're
Thank you guys.
we're glad you're sold out, and good luck on Sunday. Sounds like it's going to be a very exciting day. All right, so we
Good
have a
luck.
action-packed show. I think we're going to bring Jennifer Nelson up here. She's a city council woman. Come on down, Jennifer. Jennifer not only is on the city council, part of her responsibility is, and Lexie is to be the liaison which is I think it's a little more work than a liaison to the youth council. And you guys can grab those mics. And it looks like the youth council is wrapping up, right? You guys, can I just say one thing before you start? There was a bunch of students at the council meeting on Wednesday, and they are incredible public speakers. Like to this day, when I have to go to the town council on the beach to ask for a permit for a race, I swear to God, I need a diaper because I'm so nervous. And I do this like 3 times a week. I can't speak. I start to sweat. I need a drink of water. They laugh at me. They mock me. And guys.
Then he gets nervous and he tries to make a joke, and it's completely flat.
Yeah.
It's like it just bombs.
The kids got up there and they were pros at it. It was like not only when they were doing the report, but there were 4 boys there asking for some help on something, and it was like they did it.
Street lights.
Yes, it was like they did it all along. So you guys are amazing. So
thank you so much.
So Lexie, tell us a little bit about yourself and your time on the council.
Yes. So
he's going to just go on forever.
I'm a senior at Oasis High School. I recently just committed to University of Florida Political Science.
Nice.
Go Gators.
Yay, yay.
they were reeling off the schools they were all going to. I think one.
Okay, can you let her talk?
And there were no dudes, by the way. It was all ladies, but that's normal. That's normal. We're all so lazy. All the guys are so lazy.
We normally have a lot of more girls apply, but yeah, I'm the chair of the Cape Coral Youth Council. I've been a part of it for 2 years now, and it's truly been the most amazing experience of my life. I mean, I've always known I wanted to go into government, but learning so much about local government, the behind the scenes of it all, and just really being able to make a change in our community, it really, really touches my heart. And I'm so happy I was able to be a part of it.
You said you wanted to get into government. That's not something every young person is saying. So what led you down that path?
Yeah, so my dad is a very vocal person, I guess, about his opinions. And obviously our world is very, I guess, heated is the way to say it. And there's so many things that happened in the last couple of years. So he's always been very passionate about his views. And that's got me interested because I've always wanted to be like him in that sense. So when he started talking about certain subjects, I started getting interested, and then the more I learned, the more I realized that this is kind of what I want to do with my life. And then especially once I got on council and started being a part of these different organizations, I knew that's definitely the direction I wanted to head.
And hello, Tom.
How
Hayden.
are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm okay.
Just okay?
Yeah, today's been one of those days when okay is going to be the
best that you can do.
The high mark.
We all strive for
okay
that.
is the high mark.
Yeah, okay is good.
So go ahead. Tell us about the council. Tell us about what's going on.
Yes, so we are having our senior project this year was a mental health survey. We created a 10-question survey, and we sent it out so far to Oasis High School. And we just got approval that we will be working with the Safe Promise Clubs of Lee County to send the rest of our questions out to the Lee County School District, so we'll have even more responses. And then with that survey, we created a presentation with some of the most prominent responses, and we share that at our joint council meeting with the city council. And then remember last year decided it would be a great idea if we could also have a town hall style meeting open to public with 6 panelists that are all mental health specialists or established in their field to have a discussion and ask them our questions as well.
So I think too, Lexie,
Yes.
the reason that I suggested that was because they were asking questions, and Advisor Hayden, you can elaborate. They were asking questions and we had no answers.
Yeah.
They were asking, what are we doing about mental health? What do we have available in the city? Are there any free services? We have this 1 day a week thing that happens in Lee County schools, but it doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So in response to that, I said, okay, let's put a panel together. So Advisor Hayden and myself decided, all right, well, let's put something together where we bring mental health professionals who can offer what we offer as a county to adolescents.
Yes.
Do you want to elaborate, Mr.
Yeah,
Hayden?
and I think this will be the continuation of a project that'll last for a long time, right? Once we get the results back from the Lee County School District, and we can compare survey results with not only what we got in from Oasis, but with other organizations. There'll be other town halls in the future directed specifically at this age group. 14 to 18-year-olds, because those are the kids that have been isolated in the past. Those are the kids that have been through lockdowns and hurricanes and COVID, and have really had to deal with a lot. So the more attention we can bring to this age group and getting them the help that we need, and these types of forums, I believe, help provide that. So this will just really be the start of what I hope will be a continuing project and partnership with the Youth Council, with the Lee County School District, with Oasis Schools. So we want to keep the momentum going as we go forward.
Right. I mean, I don't think this was anything new, because prior to your youth council, when I served before, all the youth council said we need mental health services within Cape Coral for adolescents, because there's nothing available. And families who don't have insurance have nothing.
Yeah.
And when Salus Care went away after Ian, that was something that was very concerning, because then we really didn't have any services.
Yeah, there was a big void.
So we need
left.
to fix it. We need to bring back what these kids are asking for and put that in either our next budget or the budget after that, and figure out how we as a city can partner and collaborate with those efforts.
What were some of the questions? Were they targeting specific mental health issues like bullying or
So we kind of we distribute our questions differently. So we had some open-ended questions, and some of them were just multiple choice. So what were the current, or some of them are, so do you feel supported in your school? Have you ever missed school because of mental health? Do you feel comfortable in talking to your teachers and guidance counselors? And then again, we had spaces for just kids to elaborate on any specific situation that they experienced. And we had over 216 responses, which is a lot considering Oasis is a smaller school. And even so, I go to Oasis, so I've had a bunch of people come up to me and they were really interested in. And it was kind of crazy because the results are anonymous. So I didn't know, when I was reading the results, I didn't know who wrote them. But it was wild to hear how much mental health has impacted people that I go to school with every day, and you would have never expected. And I guess that's the truth of it all. Everyone thinks we're hiding it with so well, we're keeping it all together. But the truth is, a lot of us are silently struggling, and we want to make sure that those people who are and know that they have support, because so I'm also a part of the Safe Promise Club at my school, and I was at a Safe Promise event, and one of the questions were, do you, similar to what we asked, do you feel comfortable going to teacher? And I said, well, I'm very outspoken. I'm very comfortable with my teachers, but there's a lot of people that aren't, that maybe they're not the best students in school, so they feel scared to go to their teachers to talk about certain things, or maybe they don't have enough guidance counselors, or maybe the guidance counselors are busy. And we want to make sure that no matter what, every student's voice is heard. And even if they are more shy and they're not as open to talk about their feelings, they still have an outlet to do so.
And are there professionals on the other side that you're looking to sort of partner with, or is it all going to be through the school district?
No. So we grabbed individuals from Lee Health who specialize in adolescent mental health. I grabbed a colleague of mine, Don Bellamarch, who is the CEO of the Collaboratory, and that's one of their overarching goals is to figure out how do we help adolescent pediatric mental health in our community, because our services are so limited. I know that firsthand. I was a mom of a daughter who from 13 to 17 was Baker acted 5 times. The last time she was Baker acted, sadly, she had harmed herself, and it was 72-hour requirement for Baker Act. She was sent to Golisanos because Salus Care, our only other place, had no beds. So Golisano kept her, and then 14 hours later, they called me and said, Miss Nelson, you need to come pick up your daughter. She's fine. And I'm like, I'm sorry. She just cut her wrist open. What are you saying to me? I don't even remember, honestly, what I said. I think I blacked out because I was so angry. But to bring Collaboratory from Fort Myers, to bring Center for Progress, who has a mobile unit that actually does a mobile crisis unit, who will help people prior to them becoming Baker acted. And then, of course, we want to bring someone from the school district. We're still waiting for who that is. And
it's Lori Brooks.
Oh, awesome.
From the school district.
Okay, great.
Not exactly sure what her title is, but she'll be representing the school district.
So we have someone for Center for Progress, Collaboratory, Lee Health, the county, the school district, as well as
The
someone
police department, right?
from Cape
Yeah.
Coral PD to talk about why they Baker Act, why they do that.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of controversy around Baker acting because if someone's in crisis, a lot of people feel like, well, why are you just going to put them away for 72 hours?
Right.
Like, let's handle the crisis. So that's why we wanted somebody from the police department, because we wanted their perspective.
Yeah, and getting services earlier, that early intervention
Yes,
is
that's
really the key to.
That is such the key.
I mean, you can't avoid every crisis, but at least if kids have access and reducing the stigma
Oh, right,
about
yeah.
getting
Sure.
the services and
I mean,
reaching
Lexie,
out.
you can probably speak to that stigma because I know when my daughter was your age, like, you know, you didn't talk
it was
about
taboo.
that.
Yeah,
No,
it is.
You didn't
Yeah.
talk about that
Yeah. Nope.
outwardly at school, but
No.
inevitably they always found out. And so that made it worse.
Right.
I
Right.
think, yeah, it's definitely people. A lot of what I found nowadays is because I think mental health is getting more normalized, but then people think of it as, this is a kind of a newer term. It's called pick me energy. Oh, you're just doing it for attention. You're just
Mhm.
speaking out because you want people to comfort you. And that's not a lot of the case. People are asking for help, but people are thinking it's just a thing to, again, make attention. But then there are some people who do take advantage of it. They say they have mental health issues when they don't. But at the end of the day, if people are asking for help, we should be there to help them.
Mhm.
And then this is another big thing for me is because my friend, I'm originally from Jersey, and their school had someone who actually took their life. And that is the moment that then they had so many more mental health services. Then they had way more
Right.
guidance counselors. That's when the school district decided to care. But it shouldn't take someone taking their
Right.
life
Mhm.
for
Mhm.
us to start caring about it. So
Sure.
obviously my goal is to make sure that we're acting now before anything like that could happen in my school or any other Lee County schools.
And I think even someone who's reaching out for services that maybe they don't need, like you
Yeah.
were saying, for attention, that's an issue.
Exactly.
Sure.
Like you need help figuring out
Mhm.
why you're doing that.
Sure.
Exactly. And there's a lot of things that people are like convinced themselves that they're fine. Oh, it didn't actually happen. It wasn't that bad. Or like,
Right.
and then you have, because we're so young that we don't realize that, well, maybe someone's manipulating us. Maybe we're going through something that's not okay, whether it's with a boyfriend, whether it's a parental figure, where it's with the school teacher. We don't realize these things because we're so young.
Right.
And then we end up seeing the effects later on or right now when we don't even realize the cause of it.
Mhm.
And I think it's important for adults to pay attention to the signs too. As the kids, you know, we want to teach the kids to pay attention to signs among their peers when they feel like someone's struggling. But we also have to look around. Even during youth council meetings, if I see a student that appears quiet that day when she
Mhm.
usually isn't, I may say something to her. You know, are you going through something? You know, have you reached out to one of your peers? You don't need to talk to me,
Right.
but have you reached out to one of your peers? So those signals can be pretty noticeable
Mhm.
if
If
you're
someone's
if you're
paying
around
atten-
there around them long enough. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think also another big is the digital signals. There's a lot of people are posting their struggles online, but they're hidden. They're under a fake account or they're on a private story where no one else can see it. But even if it's just one person can see it, that person should be reaching out because like a lot of our teachers aren't going to be checking our Instagram or Snapchat to see if we're okay. So, I mean, I guess that is, I don't know whose responsibility that is, but I think it's also job of the students that if you see your friends that's not okay, to tell them the resources are, but also know what the resources we have are available.
Yeah, and I think that's the purpose of this panel
Mhm.
is so that we can make people aware what are the resources, what do we have beyond our city, countywide, over the bridge, whatever. I mean, I you know, it saddens me to say this, but I'll admit it. We have nothing in Cape
Yeah.
Coral. Without Salus Care being here again in the building that we had for them, we don't have any services to offer these kids. And having been a mom who lived it, I know how important it is, and it breaks my heart. And so even though we're government and we're not giving mental health services,
Mhm.
how can we as government, for me, be able to offer some type of resource or solution so that we can bring those services in for people, especially who don't have insurance, who are able to treat their children before it gets to a crisis level. And that's my goal in this.
Mhm.
And that's why I asked my colleagues, hey, come talk about this. And then move. The next step for me would be, how can we develop something in government to keep this going and to be able to offer something and services within our city, given that we are the largest city out of 6,
Right.
in our county.
And then there's the funding of it.
Yes.
Right.
And that's what I'm trying to figure out. What
Yeah.
can we figure out in
Yeah,
our budget, and
yeah,
how does
and-
that work?
And Florida's continued to rank last consistently in per capita funding for
Oh,
mental
yeah.
health. So
yeah.
it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
only needs to happen at the local level, but the state level and the federal
Level.
because
Yep.
this has been an ongoing crisis for a long time.
For a
Decades.
long
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anything else you guys
Do you
want to
want to
get
tell
out
them
there?
about DC?
Oh, I would love
yeah.
to tell them about DC.
Let's end on a high note. Go
Yes.
ahead.
Well, I'm going to end on one more high note after that. So
Okay.
So, we obviously appreciate you guys' support for DC. That
Yeah.
was literally the best experience of my life as someone. I used to live in New Jersey. I only went to DC once, but this trip was absolutely amazing. We went to the White House. We went to the Capitol several times. We saw the House of Representatives. And just the conference itself, like I was in the planning committee on affordable housing. So I got to learn so much how affordable housing works and then teach over 200 delegates about that process. And you met so many friends. We met people from California, Texas, Oregon. Almost every single state there was represented. And it was truly such an amazing experience. Like everything I thought I was excited for, my expectations were already up here. And then they like broke through the roof as soon as we did it. So even meeting with our lobbyists, like there was just every single experience was truly so much fun. And then also I met some of my best friends through this council, and we got even a closer bond because of this trip. I mean, a lot of us all go to a different school, so we don't get to spend much time with each other outside of the meetings. But we would have sleepovers with each other every single day. We would go to the gym together, have breakfast, lunch, dinner. It was all truly so amazing, and I'm so grateful for the experience.
How many went?
I think it was 11 of us.
Nice.
Actually, it was supposed to be 10,
Oh.
but the 10th dropped out right before the trip.
Oh.
So we paid for 10, but only 9 attended.
Okay.
Okay.
And it was incredible.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
agree. I mean,
It
these
sounds
kids
great.
got to meet with other youth councils
Yes.
and get ideas about how they operate. Lexie sadly is leaving us.
I'm sad.
And
Yeah.
she will be moving on to college. So we have the juniors coming up to seniors, and now we're interviewing for the sophomores
Sophomores.
coming into the junior positions. But I've told the kids, I'm like, listen, if you think that trip is valuable, then we'll keep raising money for it. But we can't thank y'all enough for.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all
Oh, yeah.
raised a third
yeah.
of the
Wow.
money
Thank
we
you.
needed.
Yeah,
So
Yes.
we truly appreciate
Well, thanks
we
it.
for that.
appreciate you
Shout
so
out.
much.
Well, we were glad to do. I mean, it's really important
Yes.
to get young people involved, because I mean, you hear it all the time that there's not enough people involved. There's not enough people that run for office. There's not enough people that vote. So to start
True.
people being interested young is important. And what is your high note?
So the other great thing that happened this week, it is scholarship season,
Yay!
and 3 Cape Coral Youth Council members have received the Cape Coral Mayor's Scholarship.
Yay.
Two
That's
of them are
awesome.
Grace Riley of Bishop Verot, who's on council, and Emily Feichthaler, who's on council, and this person that's
Over
sitting
here, I
next to
had
me.
a feeling. Well,
That's
congratulations!
Thank you.
They're a $4,000 reoccurring
Thank you.
scholarship, so they'll get
Oh, wow.
$1,000 each year.
Yes.
That's amazing.
And congrats again
Thank you,
to
Mr.
Yes.
Hayden.
Lexie
Well
and
deserved.
Emily.
Thank
And
you.
Yay, that's
Yay.
amazing.
it's a cool thing.
That's what it's all
All
about.
right. Well, thank you guys so much for
Jennifer-
coming
for
on.
having
And
us. Yes, sir.
Let me ask you. I need to just ask you one question.
Oh
I'm
my
not going to
God,
get
is
into.
it about council? No,
I'm not going to get into any real politics, but
oh boy.
it's going to be a big month because JC Park is opening,
Yes.
and it's
I'm
a
excited
fabulous.
here. Yeah.
It's a fabulous looking park, and I hear the things about the grand opening. I got a call yesterday about some of the things that are going to go on, and it's one of those things where you would think. I know there's some people that are upset about what the park was, but I think when that park opens, more people are going to be happy, and even some of the people that were upset, will be happy. Do you think so? I mean, it's because every time I post something about JC Park, it's one of the issues that everybody talks about.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I was not on council when JC Park was all approved. And I even warned those citizens when I was running that if this goes through in the August meeting, there's not a lot we can do without a lawsuit. So I think actually many of the naysayers that I met in that park prior to me running for the primary in August of 2024 have come to me and said, Jen, it's beautiful. And I do think it's beautiful. I mean, as a mom who took their toddler there when I moved here, and the sidewalks and the streets were all broken up, the asphalt was broken. I mean, this is a beautiful park. I don't think we're ever going to be able to satisfy everyone, right? But I mean, Lexie's generation, these kids have all said to me, Miss Jen, that park's awesome. We're so excited to come. We can't wait to go. And, I think that it's probably, if I had to guess, 60-40. 60% of the naysayers that I met before love it. And the 40% that were naysayers before still hate it.
One of the things that people always comment about is the shade trees.
Yeah.
And then when we talked to the mayor, he kind of laid out all the new trees that are going in. Now they're not going to be as big as the ones you had to take out because they were, because they were invasive. Some, I don't know if they were all invasive, but there'll be new trees, a lot of trees.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they'll grow. I mean,
Yes.
it'll take
They
time.
will grow, and it will take time.
Yes.
And the invasives, there were all invasive there for the most part, all invasives. They were those Australian pines. Although they're beautiful, they offer amazing shade. We had to take them down per state statute because the council that voted this in didn't try to get any type of a statute or any type of what's the word I'm looking
Ordinance?
for? What?
Ordinance?
No, not even an ordinance. It would just be a
Something to move the trees.
What?
They didn't get anything to move the trees. They didn't.
No. And you can do that, but it takes years, right? You can go to the state legislature and you can say, hey, we want to keep these trees. Key West did it. But it takes a couple years.
Yeah.
And no one on previous council did that. They didn't work with the state to do that, to try to get an amendment to that land use. Thank you. An amendment to the land use that was state statute. So sadly, they were all removed. But hey, we have a beautiful new park.
See, somebody types in for 18 million. It better be and should be a beautiful park.
It will be. I really do believe. I have not.
I'm really, really excited.
I know. I've walked there with my friend.
What do you think people are going to love the most?
I think they're going to love how updated it is.
Okay.
I think they're going to love the new pavilions. I think they're definitely going to love the new restrooms, the walkway, the pathways. I think will be beautiful. We're still trying to work out the RFP for the bistro. So that's something that will come later. But overall, the park needed an overhaul. It needed to be redone. It needed to be updated. And we definitely accomplished that.
Yeah. And I know the city, the mayor, the city manager, everybody is really trying to get on the contractor to make sure that it opens this month. They promised it would be open this month. Everybody, every Monday when we have the mayor on, he's been saying, it's going to open this month.
April 30th. That's the date.
Yeah.
That's supposedly the date. So
and when you guys hear the grand opening celebration, there's going to be a ribbon cutting and then a grand opening with a lot of fun things planned for kids in the community. One of the things that I realized, and then I'll let you go, is, you see a lot of people that are not happy that come to the council meetings or they get online. But when you guys have an event like the tree lighting event or the I think it was the Halloween event at City Hall, you don't see any of that. You see thousands of people that come to those events having a good time. So, I mean, the cities, it's not
it's
perfect.
a big city and there's a lot of people in it. So
it's not perfect,
the ones
but it's not
that
horrible.
come to the meeting that are unhappy represent a group, but the other group, you don't see them there. You see them out at the events having a good time.
Well, and that's what I try to remind myself and others on council is that regardless of those groups, right?
Yeah.
Whether they hate you, they love you, they don't know, we represent everyone.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate because, you know, I mean, you saw the meeting the other night, Ed.
Yeah.
You know, there was some anger, right?
Yeah.
And some throwing of things and some cursing and all of that. Yeah.
There was also somebody singing behind me the whole meeting.
I know. Bless him.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, we represent those people
Yeah.
too. And whether we like it or not, we still have to listen to them. And
Yeah.
their points are valid.
And I
try very hard to answer anybody that comes.
Yes.
I've gotten emails about the FAA for the flagpole. I've sent documentation. I've tried to bypass public records so that we could actually go to the website of the FAA instead of public records, and gotten information that way and shared it.
look, the flag is going to be put in. Now everybody, I mean, once you argue it out, it gets approved. Everybody should get on board. I mean, it's going to be, you guys are going to have the biggest flag in the state of Florida. I think that's pretty cool. And, you know.
I know. I mean, my only concern and the reason I didn't support it was because of the unknown maintenance. And for me, that's still an issue.
Yeah.
If I could tell you, the resident, the future, hey, Lexie, it's going to cost us $15,000 annually, at least for the next 10 years, I would have supported it. But I couldn't do that.
Right.
Like, beyond a reasonable doubt, I could not approve that because I did not know what that cost would be. And although I applaud the city manager for trying to do a fundraiser to annually, I mean, I'm a fundraiser. I work for a
It's
nonprofit.
not easy. It's not
And
easy.
annual
It doesn't always come
fundraisers,
in. Yeah.
they're great. And they
Right.
last X amount of time until
Right.
you have to pivot and do something else.
Yeah.
Or COVID happens or a hurricane happens. So I don't know how realistic that is. But, you know, for me, I couldn't support it. It's not that I'm not patriotic.
No.
I mean, you know, it's not. It's just, tell me what the cost will be in perpetuity, at least for the next 5-10 years. And when you can do that, then I'll
Yeah.
support it.
We
But I
did
couldn't.
get different numbers. I think you came in with one number, and then the
because
mayor.
those were the numbers that were given
Yeah.
to me in my meeting by staff, and I wrote them all down and I tallied them all up,
Well,
and I said that number, and now it's
way
you know,
less.
it's 15,000 based on a flag in Sarasota. Okay, great, but it's also 15,000 to replace the flag, and we think we're going to have to do it 2 times a year. So how is 15,000 annually accurate for me? I don't know. I don't.
Well,
think
the
it
other
is.
thing is, you know, costs go up over time.
Oh,
I mean, look at some of the other
absolutely.
projects.
Look at the parks. Look at the
I
parks.
know.
Look at the
The yacht
Northeast
club,
Park
it
we
starts
just
at one thing,
approved.
it goes up. Yes.
Yep.
And the
yep.
longer you wait, I
Yeah.
mean, as time
We
goes
can't
on,
lock in
costs
those
go up.
prices.
You
You're
can't.
correct.
It's hard. I think it would be hard to say it's going to be 15,000 in perpetuity for the next 5 or 10 years, because it is hard to anticipate.
Yes.
cost
we
of
have a
things.
soft economy right now. Everything's going up.
Oh.
We approved a park in the Northeast in Councilmember Kaduk's district, and it was initially budgeted at 315,000. Well, now it's over 400,000. Well, that was budgeted like 4 years ago.
Right,
Well,
right.
here we
Costs
are 3
go
years
up. Look at
later.
gas.
We're still not
Yeah,
on it.
yeah.
Now look at the cost.
Right.
So we approved the design cost for her district, which desperately needs parks. They have
Right.
nothing. I mean, I live in the Southwest. I'm blessed. We live right, off Country Club, right by the CRA. My other house is right by Home Depot. I mean, we have stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
But in the Northeast and the Northwest, they're still waiting.
Right.
So
Well,
I get it.
And I think the idea of putting the Costco at the yacht club was a great idea. I don't know who came up with that, but I just think that you guys, that's a home run.
That
right
was
there.
April Fool.
So last question, I'll let you go. Shadrach runs for one or mayor?
I'm really hoping that he will do one.
Okay.
But that's up to him and his family, obviously. He comes to council meetings. He asks lots of questions. He allows us to correct him if he doesn't have the factual data. I respect that about him. And let's have some more people
Yeah.
in the race. I mean,
Yeah, you lost
I hope
one.
it's for one. Maybe it'll be for mayor. We'll see.
Yep. And he'll be on the show next
I'm
Friday.
still worrying about me, myself, and I.
That's true.
'cause
You-
I am
Well, you
one.
are
I am
also running
Solamente and
unopposed.
District 4 unopposed, but I got to worry about myself, so
How
I'm
much
not
mo-
really
Right.
getting involved.
How much money have you raised so far?
I think my next report will probably show around total 12, maybe 15,000.
Sweet.
and I have some PAC money that was donated. So for mailers. So
And
I'm
people
really
can
excited.
go where to donate if they want to.
Do what?
Where can they donate to you if they want to?
Oh, they can come to my Facebook page or my website. There's a QR code there and a link, or they can call me.
All right, Jennifer. And
All right.
Lexie, thank you so much
Lexie.
for coming on.
Thank you.
Great
So
to have you
see
on.
back again.
Thank you.
Congratulations with everything. And as Phil comes down the aisle as the next guest, I did want to talk real quick. I didn't want to bring it up with Jennifer here, but at the meeting Wednesday when the kids were being amazing, there's passionate people that come up and speak at public comment. And one lady that wasn't listening to the mayor was trying to get her to follow the rules. She wasn't following the rules, and she got thrown out. Like a lady gets thrown out of public comment. And she's been coming to the public meetings and the public comment.
Like escorted out?
By the cops, by the police officer. And she has a complaint about, she got a code violation, and she comes to the meeting every single time, and she complains about the code violation. And there's nothing anybody on the council can do. And she picks on Rachel, and she picks on, her accent is so strong. I at times must be the gabapentin, but I can't understand who she's picking on. And you're not supposed to address individual council members. You're supposed to address the council as a whole. And the mayor sticks to that. So she got escorted out. And now the rule is you're not allowed to come back to another council meeting for 30 days. So, I mean, I'm laughing because it was kind of funny. But you see these kids. Phil, grab a mic, man. You see these kids that come to the meeting. Were you at the meeting?
The other day? Yes.
Yeah, because I know you were on the agenda.
Yeah.
And they're presenting themselves professionally, and you think maybe they're going to get into government, and they see what's going on, and they're like, no way these kids are going to do this. They don't want to be up there.
But
maybe they have short memories, because it is tough. I've been doing this a long time, and it's tough to find good people to run. And Cape's got good people.
Yeah.
We have good people in Lee County, but it is difficult sometimes because they take a lot of punishment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you've got Lexie, she'll probably be running for something.
My gosh, she's a natural. She's a natural just listening to her.
Yeah, she's seen it and still interested in it. So,
but if you think about it, I've been doing this a long time, and probably 30 something years in different markets doing government work with builders and stuff. But I've known a lot of people that run for office and served. Very few do it for the wrong reason.
Right.
But they catch so much grief now. It's hard to really encourage people to run. But I'm glad to see the kids up there learning about it. I mean, I went through something similar when I was younger, and it's a great experience.
Now they have, if they're going to be out and about doing something, they've got police escort. I mean, that's where we're at.
Yeah.
That's pretty sad.
And the other thing is so hard to find young people to run because the salary is so low, and if you're smart, you can make a lot of money. You really have to love public service and do it not for the money. But I mean, it's really
I talk to people in my industry, and the people just very young professionals, 30s, early 40s, and I'm like, hey, you would be great. We'd love, fifth generation Floridians, Fort Myers, or Lee County or Cape, and say, hey, why don't you run? They're like, I just don't want.
I don't need
the
that.
bit.
Right.
Yeah.
They want to give back to their community, but they just don't want to put up with it.
Yeah.
So we let you jump right in here without telling anybody who you were. So tell everybody, wow, there's a downpour out there. Not that we don't need the rain, but a lot of people outside eating.
Some sloppy fish there.
Yeah.
Who is Phil Ford?
Well, that's a long story. We have like 3 hours. No. So I'm the executive vice president for the Lee Building Industry Association. I've been in Fort Myers or in Florida, this area, for about 10 years, and came down for the job. Prior to that, I lived in Charleston, South Carolina, and Atlanta, Georgia, and been working in the Home Building Industry Association world since I graduated from college back in the 90s, and just been chugging along and love what I do, and love Florida, love Cape Coral, Fort Myers, this whole area. And I'm glad to be down here, and thank you for having me on tonight.
So how long have you been in this position? I'm sorry, the rain.
I've been here almost 10 years. October,
wow.
I'll be 10 years. They hired me, and I think it was October of 16 when I started.
What has changed in that time?
Well, I can tell you, this is going to be funny. I remember when I moved down here.
Well, we love funny.
Yeah, we like funny.
He's never.
Somebody asked me this,
there,
and I go, When I first moved here, I know we progressed,
If the power goes out,
There
there's a
we
storm
go.
behind us.
but somebody asked me what's changed. I said, when I first moved here, I was living out of a hotel or Airbnb, and I go, hey, I'm going to go get something to eat. I want to go to this fine dining place somebody recommended. They go, they closed at 8. Now, of course, I lived in Atlanta and Charleston, restaurants.
Right.
That's when I go, what in the heck
Right.
is going on? I can't get a decent meal. I have to go to Wendy's, after 8 o'clock. So I think we've progressed, with everything to more of a metropolitan feel to it.
Well, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I think the what we have, the experiences we have now since I've been here 10 years ago are greatly improved, I think.
We were talking on the way over here because, we've been here a little bit longer, but we live out in Gateway, and it used to be you got past like maybe 6 Mile, and there was nothing between there and Gateway, and now it's completely filled in.
Well, I live in Bonita Springs now. I used to live in Fort Myers for most of the time, but just driving the Alico Road area, Gateway. I mean, it's amazing what they're doing out there.
Treeline wasn't even in existence when we came
And
here.
we need jobs. We need good paying jobs in this market. And hopefully that's what's being created. It's exciting to see the commercial industrial side of things because you need that as part of, you need a balance of housing and you need a balance in industrial and commercial. So it's good to see that coming on board.
Now, Phil, how old are you?
Wow.
Man. Wow. Hit me. 54.
Because you got
Oh, you're
perfect
young.
hair still, man. How do you keep perfect hair? Is that real, that hair?
Yes, it is.
Totally real?
Yeah.
Very nice.
It's well, I mean,
you look
Good
younger
genes.
than 54.
Yeah, you
What-
do.
I should be 55 in August.
You
Yeah.
do.
What you're in shape? You work out? You go to the gym every day? You ride?
I mean, I
bike?
run.
Yeah. You're like an Olympic runner, or
No.
you run 5K?
Do you run 5Ks
4 or
or
5
you
miles.
run?
I could do a 10K.
Okay.
Have you run a 10K like
Not
timed?
Yeah.
Oh,
What
for
what's
the
your
love
what
of-
was your
Oh no, I've never done.
what's
time.
your fastest minute?
Oh,
A mile. What's your
like
fastest
9
mile?
minutes.
Come on. I don't believe that for a second.
9:30.
No, that's
No, he
crazy.
believes it's less than that.
way less than that.
Oh no,
yeah. You're running 6-minute miles.
I'm a
you just
I'm
don't
a
want to
turtle. I just
6-minute
plod along.
miles.
I'm the plotter.
Oh.
Now in the winter I can speed up. In the summer I slow down.
Yes.
You know,
yeah,
it's,
with the
too
heat.
hot.
That's
I
right.
just do it to keep the heart ticking and all that stuff. I'm not really.
Well, we do want that. We want
Yeah.
hearts
Yeah.
to keep
Yes.
ticking.
Yeah,
Yes.
you go to the doctor now and they want to put you on all this medicine.
Yes,
Oh,
just
I
tell me
know.
all about
So
it.
I just go, what do I need to do? Just exercise, and lose
Yeah.
some weight. So that's what I do.
Have you ever had sciatica?
No.
Okay. I'll skip over that part of the interview then.
Yes.
So
No,
what
appendicitis is about the only
Okay.
thing I've had. Yeah.
what is the BIA? Tell us about this company.
So we're a trade association. We've been around since 1954. We represent about 450 companies in Lee, Hendry, and Glades counties. Our membership is diverse. We have commercial and residential builders. We have developers. We have plumbers. Any of the ancillary businesses involved with building a house or remodeling or anything like that are members. Again, we've been around for 50. So I think 54 was when we were established, and it's a great organization. And there's about 36. I can't remember how many of them around the state of Florida. One of the things that makes us unique is we're part of the federation. So we actually, when our members join us, they become a member of the National Home Builders Association and the Florida Home Builders Association. So we have a wide network of resources and things that we bring to the table for our members, either education, social, or our government advocacy, lobbying type things. Yeah,
How
at all
much-
levels.
What number membership? Like, how many members do you have?
We're around 450 at the moment.
Said that
Oh,
already.
did he? Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. No,
I
that's
was
fine.
watching the rain.
This
Why-
accent can get, sometimes you talking about accents earlier.
Charlotte accent, yeah. Why is it important for there to be an association like yours?
Well, we were started to really protect the building industry. That's why it was started. There's a social aspect
Protect
too.
them from.
Well, government,
Okay.
waste, fees, those type things.
Uh-huh.
But there's a social aspect to it too. Plumbers, electricians, they like to network with the builder and get business. And there's a whole community thing. We do a lot of events for our members as well. But the people join for different reasons. The builders, developers join because they want the protection. Our goal is to promote, preserve, and protect the building industry, and that's what we do. We spend a lot of time fighting for affordable housing. Sometimes it gets a little daunting because there's so many rules and regulations that cause housing to be so unaffordable. But we try our best to provide affordable housing or build affordable housing for people, because it is important that we don't leave people behind. And unfortunately, that's a big problem, and not only in our area but throughout the country. I used to work in Atlanta, the Atlanta Home Builders, and I did a lot of code work. And the code book used to be the size of that notebook, like maybe 30 pages. Right. Now it's 4 or 5 volumes, and it's hundreds of pages. And that's what we deal with, and that's what we try to respond to and fight. But it's a very diverse organization.
So, Phil, is your goal to lobby councils and lobby state legislatures? Is that what your main goal is?
Our main focus locally, well, part of my job is to build relationships with city council, Lee County Commission, anybody that affects the building industry, the permitting process or anything like that. Our goal is to have relationships with them. Our focus is to be proactive and positive and have a good working relationship with local governments. We want to work together. Just like I mentioned, plumbers, electricians are part of our membership. They're integral in building a home. We view City of Cape, the building departments, in the same way. We have to have good relationships. They're the watchdog of our community, but they impact our ability to build and provide housing in an affordable, timely manner. So it's important that we have good relationships with our local governments, whether it's our commissioners, our city council members, or our building officials, our planning directors. We need to have these relationships, because when things are good, they're good, but there's always hiccups that come along, and we need to sit down and work through them. And we've done that with Lee County. We're working in Hendry. Hendry's starting to grow now.
That's the only place to go. You got to go to the middle now.
So that's our goal. We came here, our members requested, they said, hey, we want you to come over here and work with the city. Let's bring our expertise, the things we see at the national, state level, and what we see in Fort Myers and Lee County and Hendry. And Lee County can say, Cape Coral can say, hey, I want to propose a tree ordinance or whatever, right? I can call right now the national. I can get every tree ordinance in the free country, right? And say, hey, let's look at this. So it's a way to broaden what we're looking at, not only in City of Cape, but elsewhere. But we're excited about working over here. We've been meeting with the city leadership for about a year or two. And it's a good relationship.
So
There's challenges, but we're excited.
Phil, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, rate the city's permitting department.
Out of the regional area?
Just how, on your scale of 1 to 10?
I would say it's probably 5 to 6.
Really? Why?
Compared? Well, I think Lee County has the best.
Okay.
Because it's bigger, because it's
faster.
I just think their software and things like that we've had issues with. I think they're a little bit further along. But both staffs are great to work with. But I think the city, there's some challenges ahead, and that's why we're willing and looking forward to working with the city to say, hey, look at what Lee County's doing. One of the things, my goal is to have the city and the county on the same permitting system. They're the biggest pullers of permits in the area. So it'd be nice to have them on the same
uniformity and
there's been issues with the city's new system. It's not a secret. Not a secret.
Yeah.
And there's things to be done, but we're going to work together and make it happen and make some changes. But I think it hasn't gotten better. It has gotten better. A couple of years ago, I would have probably had it lower, but I think things have improved in our relationship, and I think they're getting better.
So there's the BIA and the CCCIA. Why do we need two, and what's the difference?
Well, the big difference is, we're similar organizations in how we're set up in our membership. I think what we bring is a more regional, state, national perspective to the city, and I think that's what we're looking at. I mean, the CCCI definitely they've been here, they've staked their claim, right? They've been here fighting for the industry forever, and they're going to continue to do that. We have a relationship with them, and we're going to do our thing, and hopefully combined, we'll make a better city and a better department. I mean, there's a lot of challenges in the Cape with growth and things like that. So it's not just permitting and things like that I want to look at. Hopefully we can look at some of the other things. Construction is the largest employer in the Cape, right? So with that means we need to be looked at like an Amazon, and people don't look at us that way because we're not all under one roof, right? We don't build cars like Ford under one roof, but we have hundreds of people, thousands of people that depend on the construction industry, and they live in the city, and we want to make sure we give back as well, and we work on other things with the city council.
So you think there's collaboration that will go on between the two? Are there members in both?
Oh yeah, I have members. We have members that share each other. Yeah, we bring a different perspective, and I think that's just going to add to what we can bring to the city.
Your organization was on the city council agenda last Wednesday. I couldn't figure out what was going on there. Why did it need to be codified in some way that the city was working with you if you already were?
Like a memorandum of understanding, is that?
Well, we wanted to. This is something I brought up 2 years ago. I think it was a year and a half ago. Lee County has something similar. It was this conversation I had. I said, hey, I think we should formalize something. It's easier to get people to participate, hey, this is our clear mission and goals, and it's just easier to get people to participate and focus on things, and that's why I think we codified it. Again, it's going to be a benefit to the city.
But what's the difference today compared to Tuesday? What's the difference?
We have a formal agreement, and we're going to set up a committee with our membership to move forward.
Oh, there's a committee coming. There wasn't a committee before. I got you.
No. So we had some meetings, like I would meet with
Mike.
Well, Mike, not necessarily Mike, but like Matt Grambo and the community services folks, and we would sit down and talk, and I'd invite a few members in, and they'd say, hey, here's what's going on. We'd like to get some input from you and all that. But this just gives us an opportunity to have, hey, we've got this committee. It's structured. It's just easier for me to get my folks engaged with it. And then that way the city understands too, hey, this is what we're going to be working on. It's not all over the place. So I just think that it makes it easier for everybody to deal with. And it's clear.
So the CCCIA had some kind of issue with the permits, the permitting.
Yeah.
And they talked to Mike Gianlombardo, and there was some kind of audit coming.
Yes. Not happening.
Do you believe that there should be an audit? Do you think that's something that should happen?
Well, that's for them. That's for their organization to determine. I have not seen anything that would rise to that level. I've been doing this 30-something years in different jurisdictions, dealing with home builders and cities and counties. I have never seen the need to do an audit. We've been able to build relationships and work work through our issues. I don't know exactly why they went that way, but that's not something we would have done. Because I fully believe that we would have had a good relationship, and we would have been able to work through our issues
without
going
to that.
I've never done that in my career. Like I said, I've worked in 20 different jurisdictions in my career and never had that happen. And look, they're not all been rosy. I've had, I've had back and forth with, this.
Tell us some of your spill the tea.
No, this is Atlanta and stuff, like boring stuff, in Atlanta. But, I haven't seen anything that would rise.
Mm-hmm.
So but I haven't seen everything. Like, I don't.
Right.
That's something.
When Mike said, and I'm just naive on this. When Mike said, when the conversation was going back and forth, it looked like the council member Long was a little didn't think this was needed. Is that correct? He didn't think it was needed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you had a relationship, not because he didn't want one, because you already had one.
I just didn't need it to be formalized.
Right.
He was questioning why.
And then why did Mike say that the way things are set up aren't working or not working? What did he mean by that?
Look, there are and again, that's their. I don't run CCCI. I don't really deal with them. I mean, I have I know the director and things like that. I know there are issues. They've had some tension and things that's built up over the years, and I think that was going on prior to.
Right.
This is prior to the audit. What those are, and that's something the city and
you
the
can't
CCCI
speak to
they need
that,
to work it out. I know there was some tension in that, but again, what we worked on, the MOU and what we want to do, that was something we talked about way before then. Again, we want to move forward and be positive for the city and have a great relationship.
Okay.
Do you mind if I shift gears a little
do
bit?
it.
I wanted to talk a little bit about the BIA, the non-for-profit extension.
Let's talk about Builders Care.
Yes. So we were recently at the barbecue event. Was it last
Barbecue
week?
Bands and Brews. That's our big event every year over
there. Do you know how much they raised?
I have not. I don't. I think the net was about 50 to 60.
50 or 60. And where does that money go, and what do they do with that money?
So Builders Care is our charitable arm, and this is our 21st year. So our main goal, our main purpose is to provide emergency home repairs for elderly, economically disadvantaged, people with disabilities, kids with disabilities, adults with disabilities. And so that's been our main focus since the inception, at no cost.
Right.
About 85 to 90% of our money that we raise goes back into the community. And we're looking to actually grow our presence in Cape Coral. I actually talked to the city manager about having us present to city council. So we progressed from AC changeouts, wheelchair ramps, ADU bathrooms, to now we're actually we do roofs, but now we progressed the last few years. We've actually, we go in to remodel somebody's house and it wasn't fixable. So we've had to rebuild it, tore it down, rebuild it. And that's been fantastic. We're actually building a home in the city of Fort Myers for a vet. He's never owned a home. And actually we have a great program now. The city has lots that they've taken back over time, and now they're giving us lots, and we've created this great partnership.
Here in Cape Coral?
No, with Fort Myers.
With Fort Myers.
But I think we're going to do it. Hopefully we're going to do it in the Cape.
Okay.
We've been talking. We've been talking to the city manager. We're going to present to the city council. So we're hoping we can create the same thing, because it's just a great feeling to get back. I mean, the construction industry, we're blessed.
Yeah.
This market's been good for us. We're blessed, and it's good that we can give back to the community. And we have so many members who you call them, hey, so-and-so needs an air conditioning. They hadn't had an air conditioner in 20 years. I don't know how you live here without having an air conditioner for 20 years.
I don't know. You can get pretty hot under the collar, I guess.
I would tell people, look up Builders Care. It's a great program.
And you have to own your house.
You have to own your home.
You have to own your house to apply and be considered.
So we vet people. You have to own the home. We do have some restrictions. It's hard for us to remodel like manufactured homes or condos. We've done wheelchair ramps and things like that, but we want them to be owner occupied, and we want to, go out there and make life better for them. It is. And we all talk about this from the charities. You hear it on TV and all like that. It's sort of depressing how many people in this area are living in substandard housing.
Yes.
I've been so.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's all right.
I've been in houses where electrical is so bad I didn't even want to be there, and the fact that people were still living there and sleeping there really scared the hell out of us.
Right.
And we'd go, hey, we need to take care of that. But thank you so much for asking about Builders Care. It's a great.
No, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the there's an upcoming event too, right? There's is there a poker thing going on?
Oh, we have a member event. We have Bricks and Bet.
Oh, that's a member event. Okay. Well, I may have to join.
No, you want to come? Come. We got.
I love to play poker.
So it's going to be at Wayne Wiles Flooring
Yeah.
down in South Miami.
Okay.
The Olico down there.
Yeah.
Great member, been a member forever. And no, we'd love to have you. Let me know. I'll give you my card.
Listen, I love a chance to play Texas Hold'em, so I saw
So we
that
have
on the website.
So we have a Texas Hold'em, and then we added blackjack.
Oh, did you?
But no, I
I'm
think we have some
thinking-
room if you want to come.
I may consider that. I may consider that.
Yeah, we'd love to have you.
And that's coming up this
June
next-
9th. I have to look at it's the next
April.
Thursday.
Yeah,
Next
April.
Thursday.
Okay. I
Yeah.
thought you said June.
I'm sorry.
April. I was like, wow, that's going to be a long way away.
If my staff's listening, she handles my event, she's like, no, it's not June. No, it's next Thursday. But we'd love to have you. We have some spots left.
I'll have to give that some
Yeah.
consideration because I love playing poker. Anything. I don't have a very good poker face.
I'm terrible.
I'm easy to read. So
I do want to mention one other thing. We were talking about what we do. One of the interesting things we do is we do a thing called Build My Future, Lee County. And this is great for Cape too. So we bring about 700-800 students. We partnered with the Lee County School District. We bring 700-800 students over to JetBlue every year, and we do a big hands-on trade show with our members. They set up. So the kids come.
So important.
We have such a shortage
yes
of people who want to get into trades.
Yes.
I mean,
And I think they're building a new trade school in the Cape,
yeah,
right?
the tech college is adding on.
Tech college, yeah.
Yeah, but the Cape Coral students come over. We bus them over. They spend a day, about half a day, getting their hands dirty, sheetrock, masonry, plumbing, everything.
I think that is so needed because it's such a great job and a career for so many people.
So we love that. That's one thing we started about 4 or 5 years ago, and it's been a great program. I think the first year we had like 400 students, and now we're up to like 700-800, and they get a shirt and a backpack.
Yes.
So kids, if you're out there,
yes.
next time we send it out through the school district. They've been a great partner with us.
Yes.
But that impacts a lot of the Cape kids as well because they're coming over there.
And getting more women and involved in the trades too.
Actually, one of the things we found out, it's hard to track, right? Somebody asked me, the school district, we were like, how do we track? Like if they come to Build My Future when they're a sophomore, how do you know if they actually end up in a trade?
Yeah.
So you're talking about female. So there was and I can't remember the name and the company, but we finally were like, after 4 years, she graduated. She went to Build My Future and hit it off with a plumber. And she started getting into it. She came back the next year. She went right to him and she said, I want to work for you.
Wow.
So she's working for him now, and they're paying for her to go to school to get proper training.
Yeah.
So that's what we're excited about. That's why we
that.
do what we do on the Build My Future side. It's amazing.
I love that.
All right. I'm sure it was a great interview, and I apologize for not being here for all of it, but she's good at asking questions.
No, we were talking about builder's care.
Yeah.
And
good.
Right in the wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to get out
No,
about?
thank you so much for having me. Love to come back and talk to you further.
Thank you very much, Phil.
Next
Appreciate
time we'll keep it smooth.
Well,
With
I
no
was waiting for.
distractions.
I thought we were gonna have like a WWE. Like, I thought he was gonna bring his, head over and hit it on the table, like back in the day. Right?
I got you covered.
Phil, thanks so much.
Thank
man.
you
Big
so
hand
much.
for Phil Ford, everybody from
Thank you,
the
thank you.
BIA. Thank you, Phil. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to the interview when I go home later on tonight. So I'm sure he did a great job.
Oh.
And what are you doing here? Got to turn them off. So there was a lot of action behind the scenes there. That it's been an experience. The city of Cape Coral, that's for sure. A lot of things have happened here that I never imagined in my wildest dreams would happen. Doing a dinky little podcast here at Hooked Island Grill, but
Listen,
it's never dull.
Mr. Back, you need to send me in, Coach, because you got no business up in there.
It's a different day when I'm being the reasonable one.
Yes.
But and I'm not saying that. Well, I'm saying it because it was what it was. So I'll fill everybody in that cares to know. But
On the other page.
yeah. Thank you all for tuning in, and I don't know what to say. We will see you at the next event, which will be the next
Easter.
event. Yeah,
Happy Easter,
everybody.
everyone.
We appreciate you guys tuning in. And thank you to Jennifer. Thank you to Lexie. Thank you to Phil. And thank you to Tom Hayden. Next Friday,
Thank you.
we don't know what's going to happen next Friday, but we do know that Tom Shadrack will be here, and we're assuming he's going
Come
to
on out and get a table.
Yeah,
Reserve your tables early.
We're assuming he's going to announce that he's running for city council, but he could announce that he's going on a Disney trip for all we know. And then after that, we're going to start having school board candidates and congressional candidates. That's going to be a little tough one because there's just so many of them. We'll go with the ones that were actually from here. That's what we'll do. So thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you on the beach tomorrow at 10 o'clock, and have a happy Easter, everybody.
Bye-bye.